started playing at a pretty young age. I played like every sport at that young age. YMCA. I played in a couple of rec leagues in Ocean Springs. Just starting younger. But I kind of quit for a while and played in some St. Martin League with Maddox and Henry Kirkland. And yeah, it's kind of when I first started playing. Didn't really make the team in middle school years. Kind of a rough part. But I decided to try it again ninth grade year. All my friends were doing it, so I was like, all right, I might as well try out. And yeah, made it from there. Yeah, I did. I had some great memories from that league. Believe it or not, that was actually kind of a blast. That St. Martin League. Met a bunch of cool people. Mhm. So St. Martin League, we had made it to one of the playoffs, and a buddy on my team ain't made a three. This coach's son ain't made a three the whole game, and he pulled. His name is Jamez, and he pulls up from the ninth grade. I actually blocked him, and I made sure he knew about it. But he pulled up from the logo as like a smooth fifth grader and drained it, like to win the game, like in the playoffs, which I still think about to this day because he didn't make a three like the whole season. And but high school ninth grade was probably us winning the or going going to the district championship as a freshman and just videoing it because that was a blast sitting by Blake Walter's brother who was talking to us the whole game. And then I'd say just like sophomore through senior year, just beating East Central 8 times. That's pretty fun too. I mean, every senior and even like some of the sophomores and juniors that have played, I'd say we're all like very good friends. Like none of us. I mean, I'm sure this hasn't been much of a problem in the past, but like I don't think you've ever had a group as close as the group we have now. Like our senior group. I mean, and we hang out like every day, just like all of us. So like, I think that's what makes it kind of more special, and I think that's why we win too. Is like we don't really blame it on anybody or do any of that, but we all want to win, but we also make sure we have fun and keep our composure and just know we're all friends at the end. So I'm very thankful to have known these group of guys for so long, and I have a bunch of good memories. All of them, I'd say. I mean, I could list them all. Um, but Maddox has been special to play with. I mean, I've just played with him my whole life, and just to see his growth and stuff. I remember when he was like a freshman at like 4'11", and then he shot up to be almost 5'9". I'm not gonna give him credit, but then Joey, I've seen a lot of growth in Joey from not making the team his sophomore year to making the team and playing, which has been good. Braden's always been pretty solid at basketball, but I've seen him grow a lot. Matthew's gotten way better. I remember he's fixed the jump shot a little bit, and Willie has improved a whole lot. I remember he used to shoot this little mid-range floater, but it never went in. But it started falling this year, so I'll give him credit. And who am I missing? Um, I'd say just like being in a slump, not to think too much about it. I've had my problems and just about everything in the game of basketball, but I never really thought too much about it. Like I just, I've ever thought of done all that, but I just a life lesson is just like not overthink it, but like just look past it, if anything. So yeah, really just being a team player. Don't be selfish. Don't prey down on your teammates. I mean, even your coworkers, don't do any of that. Don't blame anything on them, which I've done. Don't get me wrong. I blame stuff on Maddox all the time, blame stuff on Joey, and blame stuff on all of them. But, if I could go back and not do that, I would. So probably that. Sound basic, but just work hard and, a lot of middle schoolers, they put a lot of pressure on themselves, especially if they're kind of good at the young age. They put a lot of pressure on themselves when they get older. Like I've seen a lot of people do this. That like even like the best players will just put a lot of pressure on themselves as they get older and be like, I'm not improving as fast, blah blah. And then you just got to look back and see like how much progress you've made and stuff. And I just put not to put so much pressure on yourself at that young age. That really helps. I mean, to be honest with you, I'd probably just keep your head held high and, don't overthink it. I mean, if you just work at it, I mean, results will show. So, to be honest with you, I think if I made the middle school team my both years, I wouldn't be as good as I am now. To be honest with you. I think it made me work harder, and I think it made me, trying to earn it more. Put a little chip on my shoulder. So I really wouldn't change anything. I mean, I'm like top 15 in this, not to be proud, I'm like top 15 in the state in tennis, so, I can show that you can play other sports. But to be honest with you, if you just work hard enough at it, I think, it's easy. I mean, I love playing basketball. I would probably never quit. And I love tennis. But basketball, I mean, it really just keeps me in shape. I mean, there's no cons to playing it. I like playing it. I like the competitiveness. Keeps me in shape. My buddies play it. It's a great sport to play. And, I mean, if you just work hard enough at both of them, I mean, you can put one over the other. Nothing wrong with that. But, I mean, there's no point in quitting just because you're playing another sport. But man, that boy was special. I'll give it to him. He was special. He, it was his first year coaching anything, I think. And you know what? He tried his hardest. And to be honest with you, he wasn't a bad coach. He knew a lot about conditioning and, working out and getting stronger and stuff like that. I think we all got faster and stronger with him. I think might have got better at basketball, but I think ninth grade was some of the funnest years I've had in basketball thanks to that guy right there. So I have to give Coach Williams his props. I have some memories from Doc. I have a vivid memory of us playing Ocean Springs, a 7A ranked team, and we were going in there at half, and it was like our first, second, third game of the season, and we were going in there like starstruck. They had like a top ranked player, like a top 5 ranked player in the state on their team, and I'll never forget. We're sitting there, and me, Maddox, Joey, and Matthew, we're not dressed out or anything. We're just sophomores, and he's sitting there and he gives us one of the funniest things I've ever heard is don't put your dauber in the dirt, which we've never heard before. And we're just sitting there like trying to just like do this after like we're losing by like 35 at half. And, I think that was a very good memory. I love that memory right there. And it was good. I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't want it any other way. I think he is a very good basketball coach. I think he's even better tennis coach. I've been working with him since 7th grade. I mean, every summer we work together, and I think this year just made it better. Got to hit with him year round, and I got to play basketball with him. So, I think it tightened our bond a little bit more. Well, I really wish we had an 18. My dad's jersey number was 18, and I wore it for majority. And then we didn't have an 18, so I asked my dad, I was like, hey, what number should I get? And he's like, let's go 10. I was like, yes, sir. So, to be honest with you, I just want to wear 18 or 10 because of him. And I just want Roy Scats to know this, that majority, I watched film, 4 charges I took went to him, which I had 7, or no, I think I had 5, which means I would have been first if those charges went to me. That's all I got to say. Boy Scouts, I don't like that we kind of look alike, saying you're ugly, but, just know them charges should have been mine.
You got credit for them.